Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Virgo financial reading for mid-October 2022. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for supporting me in any kind of way, and I do hope that the messages I put out on the channel help you. I like to really work with everyone and help people, so I do hope that even if it's just one thing I say or it's just something that we talk about, it just provides you some insight, some clarity, something that you need. So let's go ahead and get going with your reading, Virgo. Center energy, Knight of Wands. So really feeling, youthful, feeling inspired, wanting to take direction passionately and creatively, wanting to have good times and celebrate with a Four of Wands. Four of Wands potentially can mean a couple of things. So maybe you're coming into a higher level of commitment with someone too, because Four of Wands could also be that as well. Um, and what's undermining you is betrayal. With the Ten of Swords, just really feeling like you've been stabbed in the back, and really devastated by the betrayal that you felt. Um, but what has led up to this is the justice of it all. Okay, because you were feeling left out in the cold, kind of thing, and you as your outcome. So really wanting to come out of that energy. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else we come up with. And what I think is funny, you got double justice here. Okay. So really wanting things to be handled and to be justice for you is what I'm getting there. Next we have acquiring knowledge. So this is really about having that curiosity with the Knight of Wands here, and being steadfast in the approach, and really acquiring the knowledge to move forward in the way that you choose. Okay. And then you've got new direction here. So taking a new approach, taking a new direction to move forward, because you know that truly your heart's desire is to help others. Okay. You've got inner child healing here that has to happen though here. Okay. And so that's going to lead you into some very deep thoughts about what still needs to be healed for your inner child as you move forward, and then stepping into luck here. Okay. And having the justice, by having that luck. Now we have the money deck next, which is talking about some financial things that you may need to incorporate to do this, to be this financial success that you're desiring. So we have diversification. In investing, it pays not to put all of your eggs in one basket. Owning a mix of investments can help reduce overall risk. When investments are uncorrelated, their different responses to market influences help balance and smooth overall performance. Selecting a variety of investments, investment types like stocks and bonds, and geographies helps build diversification. So really looking at your portfolio when it comes to money and investments, and really making sure that it's diversified enough. Next, we have bullish or bearish. We use wildlife to describe our financial outlook. Expect a good economy and rising stock markets. Bullish. Think the economy will recede and markets will fall. Bearish. If you're confused with these terms, reference how each animal attacks. Bulls thrust up their horns and bears swipe down their claws. Given that we humans are generally optimistic, you'll find more bulls than bears investing in the wild. So really understanding the market, and the type of market it is what I'm getting there for you. And then we have return. A return is simply money made or lost on an investment over some period of time. It can be expressed as a total dollar value or as a percentage of the original investment. You'll often hear of two types of investment returns. Nominal returns reflect the total change in dollars, while real returns subtract away the effects of inflation. So really understanding return and how that's going to work, taking a look at your investments, and seeing what's really going on there is what I get there here. And then the last one is robo advisors. Robo-advisors are digital platforms that offer automated algorithm-driven investing services. After putting your financial goals and risk tolerance, robos allocate your cash, typically in a mix of stock, ETFs, and low-risk bonds. They offer low fees and often have no minimum investment, but don't allow you to pick specific investments. So these robo-advisors are an avenue for you to pursue, uh, also understanding that you are limited and can't pick specific investments. So they pretty much choose for you and you're sort of stuck with it. So really paying attention to that. And perhaps changing that direction. Now we're going to get into the money clarity deck, okay? Because we're trying to get into the deepness of what's really going on here with you, Virgo. So we've got safety. What makes you feel secure? How do these needs impact your life choices? What about this do you appreciate, and what would you like to let go? So with these cards, whenever we go over these are areas for you to really take a look at and get some really good understanding on, because these could be what's driving the underlying subconscious ways you handle money. So we've got entitlement here. Do you believe you deserve to be rich? Why or why not? Either way, how does your gut response to that question illuminate your relationship to money? So one thing is recommended here too is maybe some journaling with these topics to see what comes out. And you really want to do free journaling. You don't want to like think about it and write. You just want to write the first thing that comes out and keep writing. Okay. We've got wealth. How do you define wealth? How are your actions moving you towards wealth as you define it? And how are they moving you away from it? So could you perhaps be self-sabotaging is what I'm getting there. And then we've got family. So really, how does family play into this too? And then we've got perfection. What story are you telling yourself about the way things are supposed to be? How do these visions of perfection prevent you from fully engaging with and making changes to your present situation? So, are you thinking that, you have to be perfect and you're not going to make any mistakes and, everything's got to be perfect? Really taking a look at that is really recommended. Next, we have shrinking. Where do you feel sheepish or shy when it comes to money? How is this keeping you stuck? So really examining perhaps your underlying, subconscious thinking about money is really going to be important. And then what kind of responsibilities and how does money relate to the responsibilities, right? And then we've got talents. Think of a past situation around money that was wonderful. Which of your inequalities stepped forward in those moments? What is this here to teach you about your talents? So really, perhaps looking at the situation in the past where things were going well, and perhaps relating that to talents and seeing what comes out of that writing, journaling, thinking about kind of situation. And then you have trust. When it comes to receiving what you need and want, what do you trust will happen? Where's your faith lacking? What would help you to build trust where it is most needed? So really, these are questions to really ask yourself, think about, really do some free journaling, free writing, and perhaps you'll be very surprised at what you get as the outcome. Now we're going to get into your dollar bills healing deck messages. And the first one you have is affirmation. I am a money magnet. So understanding that when you change your mindset and that you come into a receiving place, um, you will money will be drawn to you. You don't have to go out and get it. You don't have to work hard for it. Once you come into that balanced state, excuse me, where you understand that money can be drawn to you, right? Gold diggers, okay? Is this what you think about money? Release people who only want you for your money. I am loved for who I am. Okay. So again, you may have to release people who are just there to, ride your coattails kind of thing, right? So here we have your next one, which is practice. Get familiar with the type of wealth you would like to attract. Write a check to yourself for the dollar amount you wish to receive. So really getting into the mindset of drawing it again, drawing it to you, right? Bad to want. This is another mindset that you could be having underneath that you're not even really aware of, that's blocking this, right? Give yourself permission to have lots of money. I accept money in my life. Next, we have affirmation. Love is the intention behind all of my transactions. So when you spend money or you use money in any kind of way, it's an energy. So really, how you feel about that, that whole transactional experience, right? What is really deep down? How do you feel about that? And money guilt here, right? It's not taking from others. Money helps you give more. I'm comfortable being rich. Okay. So you're feeling some kind of guilt about having money too. So perhaps, right? So these are things for you to think about. And then the last one is an affirmation. I am financially safe and secure. And depriving others. So you have two cards here that you are basically saying, well, actually, all four of them are saying the same thing in different ways. You feel it's wrong to want money. You have guilt because you feel like you're taking it from other people. And then you feel again that you're depriving others. There's an unlimited supply of money for everyone. My money benefits us all. So really stepping into a different kind of thinking about money is going to be very beneficial to you, but also really doing the work behind the scenes to find out how do you really feel about money and where that's coming from, and really doing some inner child healing about that, going into some deep reflection about that as well. I do hope this helps you, Virgo. Much love and light, Lady T.